Huck, my man, I texted you. You've been ghosting me.
Do not hide.
Wait a minute, am I missing something?
Sever anything, just break a finger and then we gotta hit the road, okay? Sorry again, Sonny.
The film kicks off in Moab, Utah, where two best friends, Huck and Sonny, are getting ready for an epic skydiving adventure to celebrate Huck's birthday. But right before they jump, Sonny freaks out and tries to back out. In the chaos, he accidentally falls out of the hovering helicopter, sending him into a panic. Huck sees this and jumps after him, teaching Sonny how to control his fall and glide through the air. Once they safely land with their parachutes, Sonny is thrilled and swears that from now on, they'll celebrate Huck's birthday together, no matter what. As the scene fades, we see old pictures of them growing up together, including Sonny's wedding photos, showing how their lives started to change. Over time, life pulls them in different directions, and they don't get to see each other as much. Fast forward 15 years, and Sonny is now a stay-at-home dad, taking care of his kids while his wife, Maya, is busy with work. One day, Maya, who's working on an important project, asks Sonny to join her for a party that evening. She then heads out for work, leaving him with their kids. Sonny's son, Dashiell, dreams of being a stand-up comedian, but Sonny pushes him to focus on piano practice instead. Later, Sonny gets a call from Huck, who's throwing a huge party for his 44th birthday and wants Sonny to come. But Sonny turns him down, saying he's too busy with volunteer work at his kid's school. As he drops the kids off at school, we see Sonny taking his volunteer duties seriously. He even helps out at the talent show auditions before heading home. That night, at the party Maya invited him to, her client, Armando, talks about a new business project Maya designed. Everyone at the party seems to love Armando, except Sonny. While Armando praises Maya's work, people at the party ask about Sonny's job. Armando casually tells them that Sonny is a full-time dad, which makes Sonny feel a little out of place. Later at home, Sonny and Maya talk about Armando. Sonny isn't a fan of the guy, but Maya defends him, saying he's just a good person. Sonny, however, is convinced Armando is hitting on her. Things get even worse when Maya shows Sonny some messages from Armando, which only makes Sonny more jealous. Eventually, Maya admits that she feels out of touch with their kids and decides to take them to her mom's place for spring break, without Sonny. The next day, Sonny tells his friends about the situation. While most of them are just happy to see him, his buddy Alan gives him some advice. Alan warns Sonny that if he keeps acting this way, he might end up like Lenore, the school crossing guard, who became lonely after her husband left and her kids didn't need her anymore. This hits Sonny hard, and he decides to stay home while Alan suggests they hang out and play golf. A few days later, Maya and the kids pack up for their trip, and Sonny helps them load the car. Maya encourages him to go to Huck's party, but Sonny insists he has better things to do. After she leaves, he calls Alan, hoping to hang out, but Alan is busy. Left with nothing to do, Sonny heads to a golf club alone and ends up playing with some old ladies. He's terrible at it and keeps losing to them. Afterward, he stops by a barbecue joint, eats way too much, and gets sick. Feeling miserable, he sits alone in his room and video calls Maya. Meanwhile, his friends tease him on social media for being bored and lonely. Just then, he gets a message from Huck, telling him it's his last chance to come to the party. After thinking it over, Sonny finally decides to go. The next day, he arrives at the party and asks around for Huck. Someone points to a boat, and when Sonny looks over, he sees Huck showing off his insane physical fitness, completely naked. Huck proudly gives him a tour of his luxury party bus, filled with influencers and a fully stocked minibar. Sonny is surprised that all these famous people know Huck, but they claim they work together at a company called WeWork. Huck then reveals that he quit his advertising job and introduces Sonny to everyone as a stay-at-home dad who plays piano really well. Meanwhile, Maya and the kids are at her parents' house when Armando suddenly arrives. He announces that he's planning to buy a nearby island and wants Maya to design it. He even suggests that she quit her job and start her own business. Back at the party, things take a wild turn when Sonny is attacked by a mountain lion. Somehow, he manages to fight it off and comes out victorious. But the celebration doesn't last long. A lone shark named Stan Berman shows up with his intimidating henchman, Dorrit. Turns out, Huck owes Stan $47,000, and to make a point, Stan breaks one of Huck's fingers. Things only get worse when Sonny realizes that he's partially to blame for this mess. He had posted a picture on Instagram, which led the lone shark straight to them. As punishment, Dorrit also breaks Sonny's pinky finger. To make sure Huck understands how serious this is, Stan orders Dorrit to burn down the party camp, Huckshell, which is Huck's personal version of Burning Man. With their party literally going up in flames, Huck and Sunny have no choice but to head back home. Amid all this chaos, Sunny makes another shocking discovery. Armando has basically hijacked Maya's vacation. He's taking her and the kids to his island to get her input on its design. Sunny immediately jumps to the conclusion that Armando is trying to steal his wife. After everything that happened, Huck and Sunny sit down for a heart-to-heart. Huck finally admits that he got fired from his job instead of quitting, while Sunny realizes how uneventful his life has become. Huck, on the other hand, is jealous of Sunny's stable family life. Fueled by frustration, they come up with a wild idea, messing up Armando's place. So, with their driver Thelma, they sneak into Armando's empty house, intending to trash it. First, they consider setting his pet turtle free, but abandon the idea when Sunny worries it might get run over. Instead, they crank up the wine cooler's temperature, mess up all his spices, and erase his TV history. Things escalate when Sunny gets extra bold. He rubs Armando's dishes all over himself, and even takes a dump on his bed. Meanwhile, Huck steals just one of Armando's shoes, leaving the other behind, and Thelma starts smashing plates in excitement. Sunny and Huck stop her before she does any real damage, but as they leave, Thelma accidentally runs over the turtle. Feeling guilty, she takes it to a vet to make sure it survives. Little do they know, Armando's security cameras have recorded everything, turning their revenge mission into a disaster. After their little misadventure, they head back to Sunny's house, only to find a full-blown party going on. To Sunny's shock, one of his friend's dads is casually snorting ADHD medication. Everyone is having a blast, totally unlike Sunny's usual quiet home life. Even though he feels out of place, he unexpectedly gets to show off his singing skills with a famous musician at the party. Huck even gets Seal to perform, nearly winning Sunny over. In the end, Sunny decides to pay off Huck's $47,000 debt to Stan as a way of helping his friend get out of trouble. Stan takes the money, and Huck is finally off the hook. But things take a turn when Maya and the kids return home. She's furious with Sunny for throwing such a wild party and spending so much money on Huck. She accuses him of being jealous and irresponsible, leading to a heated argument. In the end, she tells him they need space and asks him to move out. Later, Sunny learns that Huck intentionally damaged his car, assuming Sunny could just replace it. This leads to a big fight between the two. Sunny also finds out that Huck spent a chunk of the money on hiring Seal, which only adds to his frustration. The next morning, still feeling awful about everything, Sunny calls Maya to apologize, explaining that Huck was the one who invited all the guests. Wanting to make things right, Sunny visits Armando and is relieved to hear that Armando only sees Maya as a close friend, not as anything more. Meanwhile, at his son's school talent show, Sunny is feeling down about everything that's happened. During the event, he realizes the truth about the rumors surrounding crossing guard Lenore, which pushed her to change who she was and distance herself from her own child. As the talent show continues, Sunny encourages his son, Dashiell, to play the piano. But Dashiell takes the mic and confesses that he hates the piano. He actually wants to be a stand-up comedian. In a spontaneous moment, Sunny delivers an emotional speech about being a stay-at-home dad. This sets the stage for Dashiell, who wins over the audience with his comedy routine. The event also helps Sunny mend his relationships with his son, daughter, and Maya. After the show, Sunny receives surprising news. Stan returned the $47,000 to him. However, he soon spots Huck near the docks and panics, thinking Stan might be coming after him. He rushes to Stan's yacht, calling Thelma for backup. But it turns out she's already struck a deal with Stan to pay off her own debts. Instead of another fight, Sunny comes up with a business idea. He proposes that he and Huck start a children's party planning company, combining Huck's talent for throwing extravagant events with Sunny's knack for keeping kids entertained. They agree, and the money Sunny got back from Stan is invested into their new venture. As a result, Huck avoids being shipped off to Yemen to work as a waiter on Stan's yacht. To wrap things up, Sunny, Huck, and Thelma trash Stan's boat, because at this point it's just their thing. In the end, their business turns out to be a huge success, and Huck even starts thinking about settling down and getting married. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and drop a like to support the channel.